Hello, my name is Zachary Geffrey. I'm a student attending Cerritos College, and this is my first year, and my major is architecture. In my first semester, I took a class called The History of Architecture. In that class, I learned the different types of architecture, and those are Gothic, Victorian, and Renaissance. Those are just three, there's many other ones. But I also learned when those time periods took place and how architects in those times had very different designs, and how they also used those designs to deceive the eye. For example, in Roman times, they would make the pillars skinnier at the top, and as the pillar would go down, it would become thicker, which would give the deception of that the building is taller than it actually was. And then I also learned that religion had a huge impact in the designs in the different time eras and how the buildings turned out. In my second semester, I took a class called Intro to Architecture and Environment, taught by Miss Holly Van. In this class, I went into more in depth of architecture, teaching me about building codes and different branches you can go into in architecture. For example, there's landscaping, interior design, and historic architecture. I also learned that environment has a bigger impact on architecture than I thought. For example, depending on which state you're in, you're going to want to use different materials than in other states because of weather and yeah. And in those different states, each state has their own different codes. So I learned that whatever state you're in, you need to look at their codes because they can be different from other states. I also learned about max occupancy, which is when a certain building can have a certain amount of people in there. So for example, each building or house has a certain square footage, and within that square footage, you can only have a certain amount of people in there. And so when you find the max amount of people that can fit in there, you also need to learn, be able to tell how many bathrooms you need. So when you calculate how many people can fit in that building, then you're able to put as many bathrooms in there that you need. And then within those bathrooms, you also gotta keep in mind that you need some handicap bathrooms for the disabled people. Overall, I really enjoyed taking this class because I really do enjoy architecture, and I think this class really gave me a better idea in which branch of architecture that I want to go in. And I could tell that Miss Holly Van really enjoyed teaching this class, and I think she did a great job at teaching me. Thank you.